Guys, so we got a new plugin that has just been dropped, the John Mayer Archetype binaural DSP. This has been making some smoke, or some big talk in the industry. So I am going to try it out. It's simple, it's light, there's not a heavy amp rig you got to bring with you. This could be something very helpful to people who are not trying to, blow the house down or living in apartments and that kind of thing. The sound so far that I've tried is pretty good. Take a listen to this audio demo I put together, and I'll catch up with you in a second. Guys, so we're on here right now. The automatic opening is the 3 amps at the same time. So that's how it sounds. Alright, so that's pretty nice, guys. I mean, I haven't messed around with any other plugin and experienced something like that. So let's take a look at the 2-Rock. And there is so much to go through here that I don't know I'm going to be able to get through all of it. We're going to try it out. So... yeah, that's some Mayer-ish stuff, right? And this is actually my favorite one. Well, this one, the Dumble style amplifier, which is probably modeling, like I said, maybe like a steel string singer or that. This is my one of my favorite ones, and the 2-Rock is up there too. And then you got the Blackface amp. Alright, let's see what we got in here. I like the 2-Rock for the cleans. I'm an edge of breakup player. So we got the gravity tank here, which is probably like a vintage style Fender spring reverb, but it's got a twist to it. It's got some harmonic tremolo and a spring reverb tank, obviously. Let's see what the harmonic can do for us. It's a pretty cozy sound. You could rock on the living room chair to that. I'm gonna go to the cool stuff. So we see a pedal board here that looks to be a boost, and this, oh guys, this antelope filter is the bee's knees. Like when I use it with the Dumble, which is what I used on the intro, it is fantastic. Yeah, let's see what we got here. On the bridge pickup. Yeah, I wish they sold that pedal. That's a great plugin. They probably have it. Harmonic tremolo again on the Dumble channel. So this thing sounds pretty nice and warm. Yeah, that thing sounds pretty tight, man. It's actually pretty sick that they have something like this. All right, let's check out the post effects. So we have a studio reverb. We have, oh, the compressor. So this compressor is pretty solid. I mean, I have very limited experience with the real distressor in real life. I don't own one myself, but I will say I used this compressor on the intro song, and it definitely tamed the peaks and did exactly what you'd want a compressor to do to your guitar. Let's just squash it so you can hear what it does. Bring that output down. Yeah, so it gets rid of the pokiness. But one thing I do know about this amp from using it a little bit, you definitely want to not overdo it, because a lot of the magic of the tone that's coming from this amplifier and this whole plug-in situation is the dynamics. All right, back off just a little bit, right? So we got that. Let's go check out the blackface. All right, let's get some dirt in there. Push that gain. Bridge pickup. Let's give this amp a push here, FET. Alright, so that's pretty sweet. I'm telling you, the steel string singer, if that's what that is, definitely a strong point of this plugin. Now, of course, you got all three plugins, so you can put them all together and get a grouped sound. So let's see how that goes. Alright, how about we lower the smooth operator hair and the headroom hero as well. So I have a real amp. There's nothing that's going to replace that. When it comes to the plugin, you're going to use it for traveling if you don't have an amp around. Like, I'm going to bring this laptop home, and I'm definitely going to be using the plugins for sure. There's not many plugins out there that actually do this thing. This is pretty sick. You know, we went off the antelope filter though, man. Oh, this is the highlight for me. Yeah, that's a sound, guys. I really wish I can get just that pedal, man. I mean, listen, it's not a bad sound. Fun. That is a good sound, man. So what are my thoughts on this plugin? Simply put, I would definitely say this is something that, with no fluff at all, I could see myself using this, and I'm going to use this plugin, no doubt. I'm definitely going to use it. It's not going to replace my guitar amp. Definitely not. However, there are some sounds that are coming from this plugin, especially that antelope filter that he has, but that was pretty sick. So there's definitely some tones coming out of this plugin that I would use. This is definitely not a replacement on how to get a good sound if you don't know how to get a good sound. When I first started producing and I was recording my guitar, I would notice the sound would come out very like 4K-y, like hearing someone next to you with earbuds in their ears blasting music. That's the way my guitar tone used to sound when I first started mixing guitar. Out of the box, this plugin does not sound like that, so that's fantastic. But you do got to keep an eye on how loud your pickups are, how hot you're sending the preamp into that amp when you plug it in. Once you start getting into that thought process with guitars, you'll definitely start noticing a difference. And anybody can do this. Like, this is not a hard profession to do. So I would definitely recommend this plugin for $200. You don't got to buy a heavy ass amp. You don't got to buy all these pedals, which is cool. I mean, hardware is cool. Hardware is cool. Everyone, you know, people swear by it. But if I had to do this all over again, I think I would get by just fine with just plugins. I started on just plugins. I never had a console. I'm from your generation. This is the new generation, you know. I got into plugins. I got the bug. I got all this hardware thing, you know, and then next thing you know, I had a whole studio full of like analog equipment, and then it started to become a liability. So, you know, you got to worry about things breaking because things are going to break. I got to the point where I'm like, let me just sell the things that I'm not using every day. I only use my preamps, my guitar amp, maybe an analog synthesizer here and there. If I was stranded in an island that had an outlet somewhere and I had to have one thing with me, it'd be my laptop for sure. It'd be my laptop, and I'd have all of this stuff on it, and I'd be a happy camper. Just to put it simply, you know, this is definitely not bad money, $200. You know, I know some people have some different takes on this plugin, but like, what are you looking for? I used to play guitar rig, and the tone coming out of that was like, that was supposed to be groundbreaking at the time. That this is better. So for what it's worth, I know it's a new channel. You don't know who the hell I am, but I recommend it. Pick it up.